do not go. Do not go to Turkey to get a BBL. I got a BBL, now I'm gonna get me a man like Drake. I'm gonna be shaking it in a... No sis. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mimi of Just Do Me. If you're new here, feel free to say hi in the comment section and to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. So guys, I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different for me. I usually don't like doing commentary on other YouTubers or famous people, just because usually, well, 100% of the time it's really not my business, but sometimes I do feel quite strongly about the topic, and I've spoken about plastic surgery before in the past, so you guys kind of know, like, I'm not anti-plastic surgery at all. If you want to go get work done, sis, do you, but I am very much anti the way like society is leaning so heavily towards plastic surgery. Like, so many of the influencers, celebrities promote it or lie about it, or you know, I just want women to be comfortable being who they are, if like even with their flaws, love themselves. And of course, if there's something you really struggle to love and you have an option to do something about it, then fair enough, you know. But I just want women to, I don't know, just not jump. I just don't want it to be the first, you know, thing that we jump to, like, oh, I don't like this, let me fix it, or I don't like this, let me fix it, let me go get something done. Because I often see that you're never going to be happy if you don't learn to love yourself for who you are and love your flaws as well. You're never going to be happy. You're always going to be constantly chasing perfection, and a lot of the times it's actually work that needs to be done on your mental and your spiritual rather than your physical. But before I get all into that, I just wanted to preface that if you've had surgery, if you want to have surgery, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I may have surgery, you know, one day. I'm not anti-surgery. These bad boys, once they get like too sad and depressed, we gonna like get a lift to push them back up to where God intended them to be. Okay, like I said it, like I'm not anti-surgery at all. But if you don't know Renee, aka Miss R Fabulous, she's a YouTuber in the UK. She's quite popular, especially I believe with a lot of younger girls. I've heard of her. I don't really watch her content, I don't really follow her, but one thing I will say is that she's very unapologetically her. Like, she gives no F's, and I can always vibe with that kind of spirit, even if it's not the kind of person that, like, you know, you probably find me hanging out with on a Saturday night or on a Monday morning either. So she released a statement on her Instagram, I believe, this morning. I don't follow her on Instagram, so I found it on the Shade Room, and I'll put it on the screen. And I just thought, do you know, I really respect her for coming forward, because you see it a lot, like when people go and get work done or get their body done, they don't own up to it. They lie about it to start with until people start calling them out, or they're not as truthful, honest as they like to be. Now, I did a video about this before, about how a lot of my favorite influencers getting work done. I got a lot of backlash on that video, but I stand by everything I said. You know, and in that video, I think I was referring to Patricia Bright, who happens to be like my favorite YouTuber, so it's not coming from a place of hate. But when she got her BBL, when Patricia first got her BBL and she did a video about it, she referred to it a lot as contouring. She never came out and openly said, I got a BBL. She referred to it a lot as contouring, which kind of irks me a little bit. I'm like, look sis, like, we can see things have changed, like, just own it, own up to it. Remember when Kylie got her lips done, and for years she was just saying, it's just my liner, it's just like I line my lips so well. So it's just own it. And you know, right from the start, Renee owned it, and you know, kudos to her. But now, I mean, not even just now, I think she's been sharing for a few months that she's had a lot of problems with her BBL, pretty much right from the get-go when she got it done. I think a year ago, maybe more than that. She's had a lot of problems, a lot of complications, and I just don't see enough people coming forward and saying, yes, I got botched, yes, it went wrong, yes, these are the complications that I'm dealing with. Because I'm sorry, but you know, there's not everybody who's doing these BBLs are qualified. They shouldn't. A lot of people are doing it, you know, second rate, second hand, not using the tools they should be using, not using the, like, you know, right grades of silicone they should be using, whatever they put in there. I'm not sure. I think BBL might be Euro Fat, I don't know. But when you're cutting corners, a lot of people are cutting corners. Remember when people were dying from butt injections from unlicensed professionals a few years ago? You know, a lot of people, I feel like, are ashamed to come forward when it goes wrong. And I just kudos to her for coming forward. But apart from giving her props, I do kind of have a problem with the fact that she promoted this clinic, this surgery to a lot of people, thousands of people who follow her. You know, I think that clinic was booked up because of her, and I don't know, you can't know for certain if these complications are due to her not following the right procedure afterwards, or if the clinic did something wrong. Obviously they're never going to own up to it, but I think she said this time around she will not be going back to that clinic. And she also said to her followers, do not go do not go to Turkey to get a BBL. Do not get a BBL that costs less than £3,500. Of course, like, experience is always the best teacher, but it does concern me that this is something she's now advising people to do after they've probably already gone. Like, there are definitely people that will have gone to that surgeon, to Turkey, on her recommendation, and I'm just praying that they're gonna have had a much better experience than her. Like, when I saw her pictures, I was shocked, like, because I don't follow her. I think I saw some videos when she first got the BBL done and she was trying on clothes and she looked snatched, she looked good, and just to see like a year later just how bad things have gotten. So I'm going to read you guys a statement on what she had to say. She says, you see these models on Instagram and you think, I want a body like this, and that's so true. Like, none of us are exempt from, you know, feeling imperfect or feeling that pressure. While you don't get told everything, don't let social media make you want to change your whole body. But sis, you didn't tell us everything. I don't know. Don't let being insecure about your body make you want to change the things God gave you. Amen. I've been quiet and away from social media. I'm not as active as I am, and that's because I've been fighting this leg of mine. The pain is out of this world, and the medication is the only thing stopping this pain. My leg is only getting bigger and bigger, and I can't even stand on that leg properly anymore. That's so sad. Like, I can't even imagine like the agony and pain that she's in, because it doesn't look right. It looks like something has seriously gone wrong. I think she's tried to fix it a couple of times now. Obviously it's not working. It looks like maybe what they put inside her has moved. It doesn't look like it's where it should be, and I can imagine if that's pressing against muscles or tissues or nerves. I can imagine the amount of pain that she's in. Like, obviously the surgery, we all know it, well, I guess everyone knows that when you go and have surgery like that, you're going to be in pain for some, maybe not during the surgery because I think they put you under, but the healing process after, you know you're going to be in pain. But a lot of people don't realize actually if something goes wrong, like, this can be really damaging. And I can imagine what that does to your mental, looking at your reflection in the mirror every day and seeing that. Like, if you had all these ideas of what you were going to look like, and seeing that, I can imagine what that does to you, aside from the physical pain, the mental pain that's also involved. She says, moral of the story is it's not worth it. To those that want to do surgery, spend the fucking money, excuse my language, and get it done properly. I won't bash people that want to do it, but make sure you're spending more than $3,500 on a BBL. You pay for what you want, don't go to Turkey. See, that really does, like, it doesn't sit right with me. I'm glad she's saying it. It's better to say it late than never. You know, it's better to hold your hand up and say, I effed up. I take back, I retract my advice, because it does happen where you think a product's quite good, and then you use it a bit longer and then you find out it's not actually that good. But I feel like with something like surgery, you probably should have waited before you reviewed it, before you promoted it, because it's life-changing, life-risking. Like, the results of something like this can be permanent. Like, they're very difficult to rectify, as she's now seen. She then goes on to says, I've cried myself to sleep. I've been in a dark place. I'm tired of going to the hospitals. I'm tired of being on tables. I'm tired of feeling like this. So let this be a wake-up call for those that think BBL is the easy thing. I'll be going away soon to one of the best surgeons in the world, and I don't care how much it costs. My health is important, and I will keep you all updated on my Instagram. I'm happy that she's not going back to Turkey, because clearly that's not working for her. When something like that goes really wrong, you really do need to go and see the professionals and spend that big money to get it done. I don't know, do you guys think there's any chance that she's going on Botched? I don't know, it just really occurred to me right now that maybe she could be going on Botched, the ETV show. That'd be quite cool, because I do watch that, and I think if there's ever a show to like make you a bit skeptical or put you off getting plastic surgery, it's that show, because a lot of times things do go wrong, and these companies make you sign liability waivers saying that if something goes wrong, it's not their fault. They don't have to do any, you know, reconstructive surgeries to try and fix things. They don't owe you anything. So like, you really need to be careful, and I am glad that she's speaking up and letting people know there's a lot of other things to go into a BBL than just, here I'm going to Turkey, take my money, I'm getting a really good rate, and in a few weeks I'm going to be fine. You can have complications. It can affect you mentally, it can affect you financially trying to get these things fixed. It can also put you in a lot of physical pain. What I want to see moving forward, I want to see more people who get work done owning up to it, because social media is already such a difficult place. Like, for you to keep your self-esteem, for you to keep your mental health good, like, we all need to disconnect once in a while, I feel. But it really helps when you see people who are honest about, yeah, I got a BBL, I didn't wake up like this. That really helps. So less stigma for people getting work done. Let people get their work done in peace, as long as they can own it. You know, less stigma is good, owning it is good, but also more people speaking up about when things have gone wrong, because it gives a more balanced picture of what these surgeries actually look like, what it actually entails. Not just, I got a BBL, now I'm gonna get me a man like Drake, I'm gonna be shaking it in. No sis, like, things can really go wrong. So I think a lot of people need to realize that, and realize just how damaging that can be in your self-esteem, and also financially. Imagine like if you've gone to Turkey on, you know, her recommendation, you saved up a lot of money, you might have used your student loan, like going back to Turkey, going to America, going wherever to get these reconstructive fixes may not be an option for you. Like, you may not have the money to fix what is now wrong. If you're going to get work done, I'm not saying that's wrong, but let's not let it be the first solution. If you don't like your weight, let's try the gym. Let's try eating right. You don't like your booty, it's too small. Let's try some squatting. Let's try different things before we go and lie on that table and we risk our lives. Let it not be. Trust me when I say to you, if I even come up and I show you guys the stomach, I'm nowhere near the weight I want to be. Every day my stomach bulge irks me, it annoys me, but I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to go to the gym more. Like I'll never say I'll never get a BBL, but I can assure you it will be the absolute in fact, to be honest, I can probably confidently say I'll never get a BBL. And I just want to encourage more people to try everything else. Really try. I'm not saying it's going to work for you the first time. Do you know how many diets I've tried? Do you know how many, you know, times I've been onto the gym and on it, and times I've fallen off? But you've got to keep trying and got to find what really works for you, because often that's the best way to maintain it when you get it done anyway. Because if you've still got bad eating habits or bad exercise habits, you're going to put that weight back on anyway. So I'll say as well, on social media, follow people that do a lot of body positivity. We're really lucky nowadays to like have influencers that really promote body positivity. A few years ago that wasn't the case, and there's some amazing ladies that I follow. I'll put their handles on the screen or in my description box, because I love it when I come on, like I'm going through my feed, I'm seeing perfection, and I see like Marlon just dancing in her bikini with some rolls. I'm like, yes, sis, that makes me feel like I can dance in my bikini with some rolls, and I don't have to worry too much about how I'm gonna look on holiday in a bikini, or there's this lady that I follow that's got hip dips, and she makes me feel a bit more confident about my hip dips. I remember even Beyonce, like when I went to see her many years ago, and she has that song called Flawless, or I can't remember what the song's called, and she like shook her little bingo wings, and that makes me feel better about my bingo wings. So trust me, there are people out there that are embracing their flaws. Follow them. Don't get so hung up and so stuck on the people that look perfect, because you don't know what they've done sometimes to achieve that look. So guys, I'm gonna end this video here. All I want to say is let's stop glorifying unrealistic bodies. Like, there is a push nowadays, I feel like, for ridiculously large boobies, ridiculously large asses, tiny waists, flat stomachs, and whether we like it or not, it's going to be our daughters that pay for this in the long run. If we change the standard of beauty to something that very, very few women have naturally, it's our children, it's our daughters that are going to pay for it. Like, so let's stop glorifying bodies that most women just do not have and will never have, and let's start celebrating our flaws a little bit more. Nothing wrong with getting surgery and BBL if you want to, but please do your research, spend the money. Not every influencer is going to be promoting honestly, so take your time. Don't risk your life for a bigger booty. Like, go to the right doctor, spend your coin, because this can seriously impact your quality of life, my good sis. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on this topic. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys see where I'm coming from. I'm not bashing Renee, but I would encourage a lot of influencers to be a bit more mindful when you're promoting something that can really hamper detrimentally people's lives. You know, take your time. Did it really work? What were the pros? What were the cons? Like, she'd already filmed the video promoting it before she'd had time to properly heal. So also take what you take in with a pinch of salt. Take it with a pinch of salt, you know. I hope you weren't one of those that believed that Kylie's lips really look like that because of a lip liner and you went to go buy her whole damn lip kits. Narcissus. Take it with a pinch of salt. I'm Mimi Justin. We are looking good, we are feeling good. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Original.